Hey! Dun, 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 na, 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 na. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen here, so just hold, please. I don't even know where I'm at. Ugh, fuck. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Here we go. Hold, please. Can't hear myself talk afterwards. Makes me feel funny. Oh, God. Come on! That's way late. Where is it? I don't even know where it's coming from. Oh, I can't stand it. Okay, just a minute. Fuck my life. Oh, maybe it's right there. Where'd that go? It is, right? I found it. Okay. Okay, I think we're done having a total clusterfuck. That's why everything was glitching. I had an entire other panel open. Lord. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. Hey, everybody. Sorry. Total meltdown. Fuck. I don't deal well with that shit. And I'm backwards too. I don't like this mirror. I need my mirror thing seen, whatever it's called, to be right. So how we all doing? Happy Tuesday. Sorry I'm 2 hours late. That's, real life comes first. So that's how it goes. But at least I made it. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Mishka. She wins the booby prize. Flatty, how are you, darling? And Hairbag, what's up? I'm sorry. Flatty, I was so behind. And I don't have an intro. This just sucks. There was tons of shit I was gonna do. Like, change my shirt before I started. Fuck it. Yay, yes, we're here. Hey, Dave, what's up? And Miss Wanda E., how are you, darling? Mr. Dozer, and Mr. Weston, and Mr. Andy. What the hell are you so cheerful about? I'm not really. This is my way. Usually if you hear that high pitch happiness, that's me going, fuck, all hell's broken loose. I swear it looks like I have like 3 eyebrows. How come? Maybe it's just my eyesight. I don't know. See, this is just everything's fucked up. Gurf, how are you? Mrs. T, how are you, darling? Yes, happy Tuesday. And Chrome Dome, what's up? How are ya? Okay, now I will close that so it's not fucking with me. Holy moly. How are you, darling? And P digits, the taxes are too damn high. I know. You know what my son said today? He goes, I was kind of thinking that I would wait to pay taxes because maybe Trump won't make us pay taxes. I was like, you are doing some wishful thinking. No, do not start doing this. Don't. Do you hear my computer? Hear it? Fuck. Okay, we're gonna just give it a minute and see what it does. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Look at my fucking computer. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta turn the camera off for a minute because I'm gonna be bent over and all that, and y'all don't want to see no cleavage. Well, we might, but I don't think we're gonna be happy. Okay, hold please. Let me find my little stop the fan button here. Okay, so what was I gonna say? I have no idea because I can't do two things at once. Give me a minute here. I'm having to do surgery on my laptop here. 2 seconds. Did you hear it? Oh, yeah, that's me stopping that fan. Because if I don't, it sounds worse than the other fan. Oh, fuck me. Okay, maybe that's good. Okay. Okay, hold please. Oh, Lord. I swear it just gets worse, not better. What the hell? I thought I was supposed to get better at all this shit. 6 minutes and I'm already to shut it down. Okay, hold please. One more hold please. Okay, let's see if that works. Alright, let's see where we are here. Oh, why is it doing this? Oh, I know why it's doing this. Okay. It's my tape. It's my tape. It's my tape. Okay. I think we got it. Okay. Fuck. Oh, this is fucked up. There we go. Okay. Why does it seem blurry? Everything seems blurry. Maybe it's just me. Okay. I swear it sounded like somebody just rolled over in the room next to me. I see the heart in the chat. I'm sorry, Rooster. I'm sorry. I have been gonna start taking it out, and I keep forgetting. And then you show up, and I go, fuck the heart. Every time. Hey, Sugar Britches. What's up? How are you, darling? Okay. The buzz didn't sound like a computer. Well, I would not be doing it. It is the one thing I would not be doing right now. Let me just tell you. So, let me see here. Art, how are you? What? Recording has stopped. Good. I don't care. I never wanted you to record it in the first place. Oh, good. Somebody else sees it. Barry, that means I'm not too drunk yet. No, you're not. Sorry. It takes me forever to read it because on eView Mux, it's the print. Everything's way smaller. Maybe it'd be bigger if I messed with stuff. You know, got it going. So, this morning I woke up to, what's his name? Benny Johnson. Or Benny. Well, I think it's Johnson. Anyways, and he was talking about IIhan Omar and her, or whatever the frick her name is, and her, incest in her family, obviously. There's some kind of weird shit going on there. Sounds like there's been blood tests done that's proved that the guy that she married was her brother. Ooh, that's just wrong on a lot of levels. I guess maybe I would. If it was just like save their life or whatever, but it was, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think I'd still do it. I just don't think so. What's up, Ty? How are ya? So yeah, the Benny Johnson did a whole spew on it, and I was going to pull it up if I wasn't having any glitching problems before, but Now I believe the glitching problems was because I had too much shit open. So let's see what happens if I do pull up something. She's not the first one to marry a family member to get citizens. Not much of a shock. Well, except for the fact that she's in our government. So, do you really get to break the law? And like to that degree? Isn't it a felony? What's up, fools? How are ya? Streaming on Temu. Yes, I am. That's see my little logo over here, big old star. That's you'd be amazed what we can do with Temu. What's up, Barbie? Big Dog Ma. So yeah, after I did my whole notification for this live, I was kind of pissed because then I seen that Elon and Trump were doing an interview with Hannity, and I would have much rather talked about that and done that than worried about this stupid towel head. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss any messages. Hey, son, honey, how are you, darling? I think I missed you just a minute ago when you came in. Good to see you, darling. FYI, I decided to stream on Sunday this week. Okay, good, Arby. Yay. That'll work better, at least for me. I mean, hey, Outlaw, what's up? How are you? We just hanging out. Talking about, all the weird shit that's going on in this world. Hannity, the interview that he did with Trump, I was actually going to rename my stream, which I think I can do now without it messing with it. I was going to rename it so that it said we'd go over the whole Hannity interview. Because it is kind of funny to listen to Trump and Elon. They talk like they're sitting around having a beer, which Trump don't drink, but what's up, LW? But they just sound like a couple buddies. I don't know if you've all watched it or not yet, but I don't like Hannity either, to tell you the truth. I really can't stand him. P digits. I don't like him either. But to me, anybody that's still working for Fox seems like a big of a leg lickers. I mean, I got an issue with their leg licking abilities. I would have thought the good ones would have been fired with Carson. Hannity bowed to Obama rule. Yeah, I just wasn't impressed with him, and just I wouldn't trust him with the 10-foot pole. Neighbor's dog got off the leash and attacked Baxter. Not the first time, some bitch. It would be the last. Let me tell you what. As long as you're high and dry, Big Dog Ma, right? I hope all's good, Ma. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. They did some flooding down in North Carolina. Holy moly. Like, this is the second time for them, right? I think, or something. Yep, it'd be the last time. Because I'd stomp a hole right in that dog's head. Sorry, I would. No violence here. No, I'm just saying, if that happened to my dog, especially after it's already happened once. So, And then I'm sure me and the owner would have words. Trump and Elon gonna ride a tandem bike like Laverne and Shirley. Oh my God, I want to see it. Dude, I'm gonna see if I can make up. I want somebody make me up an AI picture of that. I need it for I want it for a thumbnail. I so want it for a thumbnail. That would be fucking priceless. I was about to punt that fucker, but the owner got a hold of him before I could. Yeah, like I said, I'd probably have some pretty good words with the owner, because, I mean, where was the owner? I'm gonna go have words with him tomorrow. I don't think the husband is all there. Oh, okay. So you can go chew the woman out? You need me to do it? So yeah, what else do I know? I didn't even pull this up yet. I'm telling you, my whole computer situation just got me off on the wrong foot. Okay. So, I don't know if Nate the lawyer will give me a copyright. Can I find the spot? Let's fuck it. We'll give it a whirl. I ain't scared, right? Share screen. I love that I can share a screen. Okay. Skip. There. Okay. Without glitching, hopefully. Y'all tell me if it starts glitching or fucking up or whatever. File a report with animal control. Ooh, he gonna be tailing on somebody. Okay, wait. Trump. Don't.
She was married to her brother. I know nothing about it.
Oh, wait. We gotta hear this. Okay.
There have been stories going around since 2016, 2017, that IIhan Omar married her brother. Now, it's not quite as gross as it seems, I guess. The allegation is not that she married her brother because she fell in love with him, but that she married her brother to commit immigration fraud.
The administration is going to possibly look into immigration fraud committed by IIhan Omar by possibly marrying her brother, tax fraud.
Well, there's a lot of talk about the fact that she was married to her brother. I know nothing about it. I hear she was married to her brother. You're asking me a question about it. I don't know, but I'm sure that somebody would be looking at that.
Congresswoman Elon Omar spent the last 2 years denying serious allegations that she married her own brother so he could stay in the United States.
It's a story that won't go away. IIhan Omar, Democrat, married her brother, they say. And according to an old report from just about 4 years ago, there's DNA evidence. Now, this is coming from an individual who claims that they acquired DNA, got it tested, and said, oh, hey, look, they're brother and sister. And IIhan Omar married her brother to help him get legal papers to reside in the United States.
Tell me definitively or not, is Ahmad Elsi your brother?
For the markup?
Yeah. Is he your brother?
We're in the middle of the legislative briefing.
Is he your brother?
We're going to which one?
It's Foreign Affairs. I'll go with you. Can you tell me definitively, yes or no, is he your brother? And why can't you answer that question?
The remarks you gave me earlier.
Why did you refer to him as your child's uncle on Instagram? And why did you lie on court documents saying that you hadn't seen him since 2011, when in fact you'd been talking to him all the time on Instagram?
Sir, we're not doing ambush interviews.
This isn't an ambush.
You can send me an email.
Why are you so afraid to answer these questions?
So did Representative Ilhan Omar marry her brother to get him into the country and therefore committed a crime, which is immigration fraud? Let's talk about it.
Whew, thank you. I thought you couldn't hear it. Thank you. You could hear the TV though, right? I mean the video I was playing, right? Just not me. Okay. You can hear me now, right? You can hear me now. Somebody say something. I've already lost 2 people. They're like, fuck this. Okay, thank you, Pete. All right. So, that was one of them. Okay, the sound's back. Good. Thank you, darling. Let me stop this one. Let me find the other one. The other one is... Where'd it go? There it is, Benny. Benny. Okay. So the one that Benny did, his is obviously he goes into more. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I'm just going to basically, because I need to be able to see what he's talking about, so I had to pull it up. But he basically just talks about, yeah, let's go right here. Maybe. Okay, this was from before. This is from 2021, I think. I almost forgot to share my screen. And this one is where Tucker is talking about it.
In January. Now, reporters are finally taking a closer look at allegations from several years ago, well-publicized allegations, but widely ignored in the media, that Omar may have committed immigration-related marriage fraud. According to Omar's telling, she married her first husband.
It's amazing to me that this was brought up 3 years ago. And now it was ignored that whole time, but now it matters. Does she have incest kids? I don't know. I don't think so. She says that they are her husbands, but it seems a little fishy. However, if you were going to marry your brother to bring him into a country, and you were already married, and you had 2 kids or whatever, and then you married your brother and brought him in, and you had to divorce him so that you could then bang your husband to have another baby if that's what was going on. I'm not quite sure. It seems a little strange to me, the whole thing. They have an open marriage. Yeah, but an open marriage is one thing, but banging your brother is another. Isn't it? I could be wrong. Maybe it all seems really fucking weird to me. I can barely handle one. I can't even imagine trying to have 2 dudes. Jesus, no way. Tom and Homans needs to go after her for helping illegals. I agree. They've got her on video doing it and everything. But, if that was anybody else, they would be, you'd be put in jail for it. But these guys seem to get away with it. Treason, exactly. It's totally treason. So, anyway.
Husband, Ahmed Hirsi, in 2002, but only in a religious ceremony. She then separated from him, again only religiously, and then illegally married her second husband, Ahmed Nursed Elmi. Omar says she separated from Elmi in 2011 and reconciled with Hirsi, but she only legally divorced Elmi in 2017, if you can even keep up with that. Not easy. According to the Washington Examiner, though, several documents indicate that Omar and Hirsi were still living together for her entire marriage to Elmi. And that raises the question of whether her marriage to Elmi was in fact a sham from the first day. Omar herself could probably clear that up if she wanted to, but so far her office has persistently refused to answer any questions on the matter.
What is that noise?
This is the ghost. Oh! Oh, hey! Hey, you all still talking in here?
What are you doing?
Her back went out, and I just did the best thing, which is get right on the muscles so they don't seize up.
Just add some heat to it.
Merry Christmas. Next year, I'm gonna ask Santa for breast implants because I'm impatient with my body.
So good. Ah, gosh! It's gone into a real bad spasm, so I put a yoga move on her.
I'm sorry, but oh my gosh. That was funny shit. Okay, so I won't totally use all Benny's stuff just because I don't want to copyright and all that good shit, but I gotta tell you, I racked my brains on this one, and because this is something a lot of people, some people will say, well, it's okay that she did it because there was a good reason, but I'm just wondering where, like, even if she wasn't in a government position, wouldn't it seem a little wrong? Like, even if just cut out the whole thing that, she's supposed to, like, not break the law. Oh, Jesus, it bugs me. And the fact that, you know what, this kind of sets the total tone for no wonder we're where we are today with the LGBTQ XYZ fuck off thing. Did you catch Daytona? Oh. Y'all are talking about car racing. 40% drop in illegal crossing this January compared to last year. I know. But I heard that... Okay, I gotta get this right. Make sure I get this right, LW. They've already saved $370 million just in the Department of Education, and that was like 3 days ago or something. And there's only like 343 million or something citizens in the U.S. I mean, is that not a million? I mean, isn't that all we have to worry about? Is there anything else we have to worry about except for that? I'm just asking. I'm curious. So we should all just get our million and be able to roll on. I mean, look. We could each get $1 million. Oh, wait. Do we worry about that deficit that we got going on? Oh, that might be a good idea. Or do we do like a lot of people do and they just, I'm not drunk. Or do they just, I may be a little frazzled, but I ain't drunk. When you get your income tax, do you pay, so when you get your, answer me this, riddle me this. When you get your income tax in, do you pay bills that you may have had, like say you had a credit card bill or whatever, bills that you wouldn't normally have? Maybe you bought a quad, whatever. Do you pay off the quad or pay off your credit card, or do you take that money and just blow that money, the taxes money too? I'm just curious as to how people normally would handle something like that. And fuck yeah, I'm going to judge you on it. Go ahead. In the funniest, lovingest way, I'm going to judge you. But just tell me. And don't lie either. No, Ben, you're the one that's fucking drunk. With Ben and Sam, at least Gigi is under her desk. Like the way earlier in the stream, dude, I'm just telling you. Fucking, you're lucky I didn't get hung up down there. I just ignore the credit card companies and take the loss of it. You don't either. Did I hear blow? Shh, I gladly give a blow. Okay, so don't distract me. We're asking a fucking question here. Answer the question. All 30 of ya. I need an answer. Okay, here we go. Answer the question. When your income taxes come back, say you had $5,000 that came back. Not really, you're going to have that much. Jesus, that flew. Your income taxes come back, you got $5,000, and you owe $3,000 in credit card debt, and you also bought, I don't know, a dump trailer and you still owe $2,000 on it. So do you take the $5,000 that you got from income taxes and pay off those bills? Or do you just go on vacation with the money and blow the money or whatever? Buy something else or whatever. Okay. Answer. Do it. I think Gutter asked about giving blowjobs. I never asked about a fucking blowjob. Y'all aren't going to answer my question, are ya? I just asked the question, Chrome. You answer, because you asked. That was a question. When you get your income taxes back, does the money get spent on the bills that you already owe, or do you blow it on other shit? Curious. I just got here and I'm getting yelled at. Yes, Beer. You answer the question, Beer. You answer it. Will you answer the question if I tell you the question? I don't pay income tax, so I don't care. You do too. Fuck, Ben. I'll hand you the checkbook. No, you ain't handing me the fucking checkbook. I just put my refund in the bank, and I don't do... Oh, wait. What'd you say? Man, that sumbitch jumps. And I don't do anything special with it. But I never get more than a few $100 back. You're pretty careful about how you pay them taxes, aren't you, Sugar Riches? I don't blame you. I ain't give fucking some bitching government more money than we have to. My money goes to bills and saving. And saving up from... Good for you, Callie. Tell you no shit. And good for you too, Sugar Britches. Not that if somebody does it different, it's just... Oh, I take the money and run. Of course you do, Ma. You rent. It doesn't matter. You still have bills. I'm just curious how people, like, deal with something like that. Like, here's the deal, is we would never... Even if Marvin divorced me tomorrow, because I've been with him so long, before I probably would have went, oh, I'm going to take half and blow it on vacation stuff. And the other half, I'll put it towards some, whatever bills like that or whatever. Marvin would absolutely take every bit of it and put it onto bills or into a savings account. It would never just go to just willy-nilly. We would just never do that. That's how come. This is the whole reason that I said I have to have a motorhome. Because I knew if I didn't have a motorhome, I would never get to go out and travel. Because he would find every reason in the world not to go travel. Marvin, if you're listening, shut it off. I'm talking about you, damn it. Knock it off. But he would, and so I knew that one of the only ways that we would get to go is if we bought a motorhome. So which just it does really irritate him. I must tell you, he's like, "We bought it too early. I ain't ready to retire. I don't care. We can camp without you retired." Hey, hillbilly, what's up? So yeah, you know. she LW, did you answer the question? I don't think you did. She was a new hire for IRS. That's right, Ma. I'm a new hire for IRS. Look out, you sons of... And I'm... What is it? They get a pack, too. They spend like a day and, shoot 'em up, bang, bang class, and then they give them a gun and let them go. Hey, expert, what's up? I did not see you. I only know that somebody said, hey, expert. So you must be here. This chat thing is just fun. And Tommy Temper, hey, what's up? Yes, we were talking about the IIhan Omar brother lover. There you are. What's up? Good to see you. And Tommy Temper, good to see you too. It's good to see all of you, of course. But, Mr. Art. Okay, I don't think I've missed anybody else, but I know I've missed tons of chats in here. It's not as easy to read. So there's another thing, fools, that I don't like about Evu Mux. She is weird. Oh, you mean me? I know I'm weird, but yes. IIhan Omar is really weird. I mean, her brother? Really? Oh, that's weird. So when you come up in the backstage, I can immediately hear whatever's, I can immediately hear the backstage. So, Mr. Duggar,
What's up, baby?
how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Doing well.
So that's really trippy because I can hear you. As soon as you came up, it was like I heard, like, I could tell there was somebody else in here. It's like my earbud kicked on. Kind of trippy. Like, what the hell is that?
Just the handsome fat man himself.
That's right. He's here.
What's going on up here? What are we talking about tonight? Where's everybody at?
IIhan, I don't know. Nobody's coming. You're the first one that's come out.
Really?
I sent them out. I don't know.
Man, Bang, just a special son of a bitch.
You are. You get the panel booby prize. It's still an individual, an invisible booby prize, but it's yours, and you can imagine 1 or 2 or 5. And yeah, so I mean,
It's just my imagination.
Oh shit! And he appears. Yeah. So we were talking about IIhan Omar and her brotherly love with her brother that she has married to get him to the States. She did this like a while back, quite a while back. But it's just now it's being investigated. And I hope they rack her ass for it.
Yeah. I think she needs to be given
Deported.
a ride home.
Yeah. And at the very least, she needs a hell of a fine and deported.
Yes.
At least. At
And
the very least.
And impeached.
Oh, that would work. I mean,
She's pretty much pro Hamas, so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that a reason enough to have somebody from our Congress, calling for I don't know, all kinds of crap. You know, these people, they're evil people. You know, they're sponsored by Iran and other bad people. You know,
Yep.
I mean, it seems like a congressperson for the United States ought to be just the opposite of that. You know, should just condemning it for what it is. You know.
Well, yeah, I'm with Ben. She definitely shouldn't have been in any government position, and it kind of makes you wonder how she ever actually was able to get there. Like, I guess maybe maybe anybody. If she can get there, maybe anybody could get there. Of course, you probably got to have a certain amount of money,
Already been proven. AOC's there.
right?
You know,
That's why I say you've either got to have some brains or
the old Fetterman was there. Although he's came around a little bit, he's actually showing like he's got a little bit of a brain.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't agree with his politics, but give him where credit is due. You know.
Yeah. See you later, expert. Thanks for coming and saying hey. Hope you have a fabulous night. Oh, okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I think that I hope they hold her accountable. I just really hope that something's actually done and it's not just pushed under the rug like it was in 2021.
I don't know, man. It's one nation under God. You know.
Right?
You know, you can't blame people for who they believe in, but it's I don't hold anything against nobody. You know,
Mm-hmm.
until you show that you're not worthy of admiration or your position in our country. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of strange marrying your own brother. She thought incest was best, or what? She didn't have nobody else that could
Well,
for her?
you know, I really thought in the beginning that it was just to get him to the U.S., to get him, make him a citizen of the U.S. Because I can't remember when she married her brother. I think they were married a couple years. And then she divorced him and went back to her husband and got pregnant with their third child.
Well, that amazes me. Her husband took her back.
Well, they all lived together. I don't think they ever really split, to tell you the truth. I think it was only in the eyes of on paper that they split. But I could be wrong with that. I'm sure we got tons of
Oh
people
yeah,
telling
they
me.
split so she could marry her brother and get in. Her husband's not an American citizen, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what all that was. So is she a citizen, or is she still on a green card? What's going on?
I think she's a citizen. I'm pretty certain she's a citizen. Which is why this is extremely. I mean, if she wasn't, it wouldn't be against the law. I don't think they'd be investigating her. Because it wouldn't be against the law, right?
No, I guess so.
At least not against our laws. Hey, Bruce.
Hey Ben, how you doing, little brother?
Ben, you gotta go look. Yeah, I'm surprised somebody. If you're here legally, then your spouse moves to the head of the line. So, we're married.
Yeah, tell Fool that. He's been dealing with it for 4 or 5 years.
Well, I think I think they just have to go back to recertify, isn't it?
I don't know what they still have to go back through, but it's been 4 or 5 years. His wife has been coming over here. She has a clean record. She has a husband that lives in the United States and has always
Right.
lived. United
But
States.
I think that she's just I don't think I think she's just I think she's just like you or I regarding a passport. She just has to get it renewed, and she has to do it at a different place than
Yeah,
you or I would. She has to go to like the one of two places you can
yeah. Well,
go, which is
that's why they came down there to Houston, seeing LW and Big Ben there.
right. And if we're wrong, well then fools will just have to get up here and tell us. He's probably trying to scarf his, or feed his face as fast as he
How have
can to
you
get up
dealt
here.
with immigration, Ben? Why don't you jump up here and enlighten us? Maybe you know something we don't know. 'Cause I've never had to go through that, you know.
You,
So, I mean, I was,
Ben, go look.
hit the ground in Texas. My people were citizens. Um, my grandfathers came over during the Nazi war. They stole a sponge ship. And you didn't really steal it; they just got it away into the ocean without the Nazis killing them. And about 60 of them come over on that little boat all the way over to North Carolina, and then a lot of them ended up in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
They were fishermen.
Check your email, Ben. Don't you cuss at me. I'll rip your balls off.
He hasn't got any balls.
Well,
Sam
whatever those.
Sam keeps those.
Sam keeps those in his purse, doesn't he? Going to the head of the line doesn't mean you get in tomorrow. It just means you're ahead of someone who's not married to a U.S. citizen. I don't think so, Art.
I don't, I don't know.
I
That
don't
sounds.
think that's right. I think that, but you could be way right. But
I think
I was under
it
the,
should be.
huh?
I think it should be. If you got a legal citizen already living here, you know. I don't know, man. They need to stock them. You know.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of just because if your husband is here legally and then you marry your or vice versa, that
That's
you just get to come here.
that's pretty weird there, though.
Is it just me or does the blue shirt cast a blue hue on Mr. Duggar's silver tresses? It could be, but it could be just the what's showing from his screen too. Like there's a lot of blue that kind of pops out in our like up here in the backstage. So, and I'm sure Mr. Duggar can see that blue as well.
Yeah, I'm a blue kind of guy.
He's a blue kind of guy.
You
Deep
know.
talk, deep talk. Yep. What'd that say? Fluffer nutter sandwiches, Callie, and a glass of milk. Oh, yummy. Gosh, don't get me started on fluffernutter. See, I can't. No, no.
What is
Don't even bring that up. That's
fluffy mutter?
fluffernutter. That is marshmallow fluff and peanut butter sandwich,
Hey,
and it's the best thing in the entire world.
hey.
Yes. Oh, it's so good.
I like I like the way I'm eating it right now. Peanut butter. Put
Oh no, I can't do that.
a little bit on a Ritz cracker.
Nope. I can feel it sticking to the roof of my mouth. Blech. Can't do it.
Got water.
I like to take with crackers. I like to either have chicken salad sandwich or tuna salad sandwich and put them on crackers. Man, that's one of my favorite ways to. I told Marv the other day, can't we just have that as a meal? I'll just eat that. He's like, that ain't gonna work. I said, I'll put yours on bread. We'll call it a meal.
Yeah.
He did finally say the other day, we really don't eat a whole lot. We could actually probably live in the RV. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. And then he was like, nah. I'm like, shit.
Well, what you do is you go do it for Go do it for a month or so and see how you feel about it.
I know. That's what I said.
Your house, and then y'all come home.
Yep.
Stay home for a couple months and go hit another one.
Yep. Exactly.
You
And we
know.
don't spend a lot when we're out. The most that it's spent is on the diesel, to fill the rig up. And we can do a lot of here. There's a lot of BLM land, and so you can do a lot of camping here that doesn't cost you anything.
Oh, we got a lot of BLM land here too that you can camp. And I know some good spots, boy. Oh, I got some spots. You would
Yeah.
you would grab your crotch and go, whoa, because it's just gorgeous.
Oh, trust me, when we start traveling, I'll be driving through New Mexico going, okay, Mr. Duggars, I'm here.
I had a little
Show me the way.
I had a little 6-pack camper that I'd drive way up into the mountains because I knew one little I knew all. When I say all, I don't know if I knew them all, but I knew a lot of the fire in and outs because they do fire breaks and stuff up in our mountains, and a lot of the fire lookout stations have pretty decent roads to most of the mountains around here, and you can get up on top of the freaking world, man. I was sitting out there one morning, and we were going elk hunting, but we couldn't hunt till the following day. We went 2 days early to scout, set up camp and stuff like that. And I got up that morning and I looked out, and there was this great big field out there by us that overlooked this other mountain range and stuff. And I said, "Well, boys, I think our scouting's done. There must have been 150 elk out our door."
Oh,
I mean, there was some, and there were herd bulls in it and everything. They was out there fighting and hollering at each other, and oh my God, dude, it was something else.
My son's he's been laid off. It's his downtime at this time with paving, and so during this time he does a lot of hunting. But this year, you can only do one of the hunts. You can do the early elk hunt, or you can do the late one, or something. Anyway, for some reason he already did his elk hunt, and so he didn't get to do the late one, and he's really bummed because he keeps going out and he finds them everywhere. So he has 2 friends that their wives still need to fill their cow tags. So, oh yeah, he is out every day scouting for them, calls them on the phone. Okay, come here. I'll take you right to them. It's pretty cool.
I always put in mostly, I have one place I always try for a bull. That's Caldera. The rest of my picks I put in for cow elk. They're better eating. You don't get as much meat, but they're way better eating. And I love elk meat, man. I just finished off a pot of elk meat and oryx chili that I made. Man, I had other food in the house, but I couldn't stop eating that shit. It was the best pot of chili I made in a long, long time ago.
Nice. Yeah, we actually I just pulled some back straps out. We'll have those tomorrow night. So
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
You gonna grill them or fry them?
Fry them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Make little steaks.
Yep.
That's some mashed taters and gravy. Oh, come on.
I'm actually gonna do fried taters with bacon and onion.
Oh, that'll work too.
Yeah, and then I also fry the steak in the bacon grease.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So oh gosh, and it just I use a little bit of flour. I marinate it beforehand with just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and garlic, salt, Lowry's.
I don't like that stuff.
A
lot of people like it, but I don't really care for Worcestershire.
But I will only use real Worcestershire. I will not use those knockoff brands. I'm telling you, the taste of them changes your meat a lot, and I don't like most of them.
I want a little bit of ketchup on my fried deer meat, or I want
gosh, not me.
Or I want it simmered in gravy. Jen, you're number 1.
I am number 1, motherfucker.
What are you doing, Ben?
We were talking about immigration, right? I'm sorry, I had
Yes,
to
we
go
are.
play with the cat.
Motherfucker.
I had to play with the cat for a second, and then get some Tums and a drink.
And he says he's gay. Did you just hear him? He said he had to play with the pussy for a minute. He
No.
says he's gay. He's
Then
such a
I had to get
liar.
Tums. I had to get Tums because I have heartburn.
Sam's a girl, isn't she? Isn't he? That's what the deal is.
Well, you already misgendered him, so how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
He shot finger and called me a motherfucker, man. Do you believe that? I always take up for Benjamin. Now he just cussing me.
Benjamin.
Well, we were talking immigration,
Casey.
and we were talking there briefly earlier. And Mr.
Yes.
Duggar, my soon-to-be eventual, whenever the fuck it happens, finally, ex-husband. I immigrated from the Philippines. So I know all about the immigration process. Now, every country and everyone's experience with immigration is different.
Mm-hmm.
He had been over here on a work visa, left when he was supposed to, had a social security number, so it was maybe a little easier because of the ties to the Philippines that the U.S. has.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Mrs. Fools, I believe, was on a tourist visa.
I don't know.
I don't want to speak for Sean Fools in his situation, but there are differences and.
Oh, I see. See, I have no idea.
And communications between diplomacy of different countries, so you're gonna run into problems. And maybe her background's harder to find than his because he was already on a work visa in the U.S. legally.
True. So he's already went through the background check.
Yeah, he'd already cleared all that stuff.
Yep.
So maybe there's those records that are harder to find.
Uh-huh.
Don't know, but
Yeah.
you know, everyone's experience will differ.
Yep.
And that's why he wants to get a divorce from me because he can't get his citizenship because we're still divorced and been separated. So, and I'm like, well, then come do it, bitch. I already signed all the goddamn paperwork, and it's just like, I need one more form signed and notarized by us. I'm like, then bring it, motherfucker.
Lord.
Jesus Christ. And then you fucking
freaks out
on me.
Somebody else, but he take it out on me. I see, man.
I hope he gets
Don't
deported.
put it on my shoulder, bro. I'm sorry.
I hope he gets deported. I'm pretty sure he has a DUI on his record, so they could pick him up anytime and just be like, "You're out." And that'd be the funniest fucking thing to me. I swear to God.
I heard him talking about bombs myself.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
As to Elon Omar, she's not going to get deported. She's a citizen, but she'll get penalized heavily.
You think she's got they got grounds for impeachment?
They said there's a DNA. Oh, impeachment. Yeah, they said there's DNA tests proving it's her brother.
Yep.
So she will be kicked out of the government, fined heavily, and be an absolute.
I would think that's a felony.
Well, yeah, in almost every state, marrying a sibling is a felony, and then immigration fraud is another felony. So, yeah, she'll be fucked. But some dumbass news agency that doesn't get what people want these days will hire her to be some spokesman and pay her like $200,000 a year to come on and talk. You know, so she'll still have
right.
Right. Plus, she's getting
NBC will hire her.
Well, and she's getting the Social Security checks from the one person that's like 310 years old.
Right? Did you see that? Like how many $1 million for people that are 300 and some years old? I'm like, are you kidding me?
That interview with Trump where he went on, and he was like 140. He's like, oh no, and they tried to interrupt him. He's like, no, it keeps going. It keeps
right,
going.
right. It is the hold, please. Hey, anyways.
It's amazing how many people over the age of 160 are still alive.
Even 300 years old. Like, good Lord. Are you kidding me? What the? Social Security hadn't even been created yet. What the fuck?
Oh, man. I still can't believe that when the one picture that I seen, it was on, I think, Benny Johnson's show, and it showed like people all the way up to 300. I think it might have been, was it 500 or just 300?
It was
I think
300.
the oldest
It was 300, like 30 or something like that.
was the oldest person.
Yeah.
And there was like millions of dollars that was given out to or millions of dollars in checks that was given out to them every month, not for the year, like every month.
Well, even the 100 to 109-year-old, they said there was like 4.5 million people in the U.S.
108-year-old person do you know? I know none.
Yeah,
I knew
No,
one.
I knew one.
Well, and even Trump said, "Hey, there probably are some people in that age range. Ain't no goddamn 4 million people in the
None.
U.S."
There's none at 150. There's none at
Oh
200.
God,
There's
no.
none at 250 or 300.
Oh no, he doubled down when he's like, "Hold on. Let's double the world record of like 127. Now we're going to 150 to 159." And they said there's like 500,000. It's like what? It's like no.
Yes, Keith Richards will live 260, certainly, LW.
And I think they ought to treat him like Capone. I big dog now.
I mean, just think the money that they've already called out.
Well,
Take into account the federal workers that they're going to get rid of. Then think of just Social Security by itself. If you eliminate that 6 to 7 million probably people that are most likely, long gone, how much money is that alone? That's why they fired the head of the SSA, or they resigned / retired, whatever, because they're like, they don't want their records being looked at because they know it's crap.
Yeah. Well, it's the same way with the guy that keeps hollering about Doge and stuff like that. And come to find out, he's the head of a non-government business. That we've given over 130 million to. And he's a congressman.
Well, yeah. Where do you think these SSA checks go? The Social Security checks are going to? I mean, they're not being returned; they're being cashed by someone. So,
Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, just so we can all see it.
I gotta get big screen for this. This is one of them.
Yeah.
So this is the one, right? This is the
I believe this is the actual Elon Musk post. Which, how is 0 to 9 getting
or
39
10
million?
to 19 or 20 to 29 or Social Security?
Doesn't that almost make up the whole population of the country getting Social Security? If you just add that up, doesn't that equal the actual population of the country?
Or something close?
Pretty damn close. I mean, already you're at 45. You're at almost 100 million, just off of 10 to 19 and 20 to 29. You're almost at 100 million. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that has to add up almost the whole population of the country. That's not even realistic. You can't. I didn't even look at those age ranges. Yeah. Before you even get to 100, you're almost at the population of the country.
That's just crazy. I just don't. I mean,
that's the biggest ripoff ever. I mean, Bernie Madoff ain't got shit on them.
Well, and this is exactly why you just can't. This is why I've said you can't. When something goes wrong and you call to complain, they go, okay, we'll investigate that. You don't get to investigate yourself. That's why we needed somebody like Doge or Elon Musk to be able to go in, a private person, and literally go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. This is why. Because this is the kind of shit will happen when you let people babysit themselves. You can't do that. I mean, that's just the dumbest shit ever, and we've been doing it for how long?
50, 30, at least 30 years. At least 30, 40 years. That's why the one thing Trump said, he's like, no wonder we have a weak Social Security.
Yeah.
It's all getting literally wasted.
They cut all them dead people out of it. Hell, they give me a raise.
It would be definitely secure. You wouldn't have to worry about it going away. That's for sure. I mean, that's
well,
the point.
I definitely think that we wouldn't have to be paying all the taxes that we're actually paying.
Oh God, no! It would go down. It would go down, and then you'd be even more better off.
Well, maybe, but think about those blue states. they would immediately, the first thing they do is take advantage of that. They'd be like, oh, they're not paying federal taxes? Well, here, let's make sure we just tax some more state taxes on them. I will guarantee you that's the first thing the blue states will do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, up everything.
Yep.
I mean that
Yep.
that
Sure, you get
$6 a gallon fuel you're paying. Well,
Yep.
it's gone to $8.30. You know, it's gone.
Yeah, it's
I think
crazy.
gas is fixing to get pretty cheap here in the next 6 months.
I know.
We're gonna be under $2 gas again. You watch.
Yeah, can you think about the logistics behind, not the logistics, sorry, the logical thought process of everyone bitching and complaining like, well, what has Trump done? He said he was going to bring prices down. It's like, dude, it's been 3.5 weeks. And for 4 years,
Right?
you're like, the economy's so great. What are you talking
Exactly.
about, you lunatics? And they're like,
Right, you're worried
Jesus.
about the prices of shit?
Now they're worried about prices. Yeah.
Yeah,
now
shut
they're
up
worried
and
about-
sit down.
Yeah. Just
I don't know, man.
fuck off.
Exactly.
No one's listening to them anymore. No one is
Nope.
like paying any attention to
Did
them.
anybody listen to Cash Patel's confirmation hearings?
I didn't. I missed it.
That was, you could just see the madness, and they are definitely scared of Patel.
Oh, good. They
There.
need to be. Well, I heard they started running from Washington, D.C., man. They were like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Their biggest, one of their biggest things was, the J6 choir, that he helped
Mm-hmm.
or give an endorsement. Basically, that's all he had to do with it. Now this guy here, he did this and he did this. Hey, well, he's an innocent guy. President Trump fucking put a pardon on him. I mean, do I agree with him doing a blanket like that? No, I do not. People who punch fucking cops need to go to jail. Period. I'm not saying the cop's always right, but in that case, they're standing their ground to protect the Capitol, and then some guy hits them. I don't agree with 10, 20-year sentences, but it wouldn't hurt for their ass to sit in jail for 2 or 3 years.
Except that's not what happened. They were opening the gates and letting them walk through literally.
Well, and then everyone that was arrested, for the most part, spent 2 to 3 years in prison. So certainly they served their time.
That's the first thing they didn't serve their time because they didn't even get court hearings. None of them. None of them were treated.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to say that the actual people that were doing the aggressive, the violent, the whatever acts, they did actually serve their time, but the other people didn't need to be in there at all, or should have been, at least paroled or bonded out.
But even the ones that broke the law, they still should have been able to have gone through the court process, and that's kind of I think what
he actually did. He pled guilty.
The one that hit the cop.
Oh no! You're talking about that guy. I can't remember his name. The one that was pushed into the cop.
No, this guy actually used aerosol pepper spray on the guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, like that, yes, you deserve penalties, but
That was the one
you're talking to an Army veteran, so yes, I believe that if you actually assault a cop, yeah, you deserve to.
That was the one cop that died 2 days later.
Well, there's also the cop that 4 years later complained he had back pain, but after the assault thing, he's like, no, we're good. Like weeks later, and then like 3 years later, he's like, oh yeah, physically injured me.
Yeah, I didn't hear one that was actually injured specifically because of a J6 protester.
Yeah. What they're afraid of with Patel is because he says he will release the Epstein list.
Well, not just
That's what they're afraid of.
There's a lot.
He knows where it is.
There's a lot of stuff that they're going to uncover. They like drop an R and add an extra C to something, and that's how they hid it in plain sight and all this super secret stuff, classified stuff. They mislabel it that way. When you go to pull it up on the computer, it won't come up. And
Well, I know, but he's already said though, like, do you know where the Epstein lists are? And he's like, yes.
I don't
The,
just
the FBI. He's like, the FBI director has direct control over it. Basically, it's on a lockbox in his desk.
I want the vids too. They had truckloads of vids of film they took from Epstein Island and P. Diddy's. You know, so
California, not a single store is selling Diddy oil.
It's still sold out.
Well, Diddy bought it all. They haven't been able to resell it. Some dirty oil.
I'm trying to fix my computer. We're having a meltdown here.
Yeah, you are. Jesus, what the hell is that?
Did you hear that?
Yes. Yeah, it was
yes.
like...
It's that's the fan in my computer. It's going crazy. Okay, I think we're good.
Hey, it's not Elon looking at it. Specialists. They knew what they were looking at, what they were looking for.
And I know a lot of people are like, Elon, he's a retard. Okay, but the one thing that he is super smart. Like, he is so book smart that, like, he's the type of dude that would probably get hit walking across the road by a truck because he didn't look both ways. But he, he can literally set off rockets. And when this is what I didn't know about Elon, that I was like, oh, he just hires people to do all the stuff for him. But in reality, that's not the case. Do you know that with the Tesla, he was the head engineer? I mean, he was the head engineer to build that car. So, and I don't know about you, I will never buy one of those pieces of shits. Never. I ain't doing it. But to be able to literally build a car company and get it to go, that's impressive. I mean, let's be real.
He sells them without any commercials, without any advertisement.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, how much money does Ford and Chevy and Dodge and all that?
Oh, yeah. The advertisements are ridiculous, but yeah, for those. But
it costs you your car price.
Elon is like, I really think, and this is not an insult anyway, but if you listen to him talk,
he's got
the way he's got to be somewhere slightly on like the autism.
Oh yeah, he is.
It
has to be the way
he's got a type of autism. He's had a couple of frank talks about it, like on Joe Rogan.
And see, I don't even know that. Just the way he talks, and I see him, I'm like, yeah, there's something off. But also, that also can create a creative mindset in certain people. If they can actually like get into it.
Well, first of all,
be very creative. So
a lot of autistic are extremely smart.
Exactly.
Autistic people. That's the one thing that you have to understand about autistic people. Just because there's one piece that they're extremely weak about, like social skills or something like that, it almost makes it like they're doubly smart in the other areas because they put nothing into that whole social, whatever it is that they're weak at. It's like that sixth sense of theirs is extremely strong, and so. I think that with Elon, I think he's extremely smart. And I know, Art, you have a hard time understanding that because of the way he talks and articulates himself. But I still don't think that means he's extremely stupid. We had a little boy that lived down the street. This is what this makes me think of. And I know it's on a different level, but he was only 2.5 years old. And he was on the spectrum, and he was pretty far on the spectrum. That little kid shot baskets to a regular basketball hoop every single day. Basket after basket after basket after basket. I seen that kid probably miss 3 baskets ever. And he sat and hit basket after basket after basket. He could never miss the basket. I'm telling you, he was 2.5, and he was shooting at a regular adult basketball hoop.
Wow.
I mean, it was like nothing you ever seen before. I could not believe it, and that was my first introduction to real understanding autism. I think I'd seen other kids and thought, "Oh, that little kid needs his ass beat," but that really wasn't. Really, they didn't need their ass beat. They couldn't help what they were going through, but I didn't understand that until I actually was introduced to it with the little kid down the street. And from then on, I realized that little kid actually became smart in certain areas. He couldn't talk, but he could do math like nobody's business. The older he got, I mean, like at a very young age, he'd write down the answers to all, huge mathematician, but he couldn't talk to you. He could
Yeah.
not say one word to you.
Well,
Yeah, and
that's why I did.
he
Was that?
likes Watna. He's always time for Watna.
Well, that's why I didn't want to. I didn't mean that in any disregard or insult to Elon Musk. Because I
No,
mean,
no.
guess what? I mean, there's different levels of autism, and like you were saying, some couldn't talk, some are just socially awkward, some don't know how to maybe activate or can't because depending on their level of it. But autism, part of the autism spectrum is the savant,
Yeah.
Right.
where they can literally just anything.
Yeah.
Ask them any goddamn thing, and they know it. They just
Yes.
remember it,
Yep.
and it's the most bizarre. That's one of the most mind blowing things. And but yet everything else in their life, they're just awkward and don't socialize, and for the most part. But what day fell on March 17th? You know, 1200.
And they will know.
184, and they'll
Yep.
be like, "It was a Tuesday," and
Yep.
it's like, "What the fuck?"
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, I listened to our congressman who's a commie, Bernie. He's all crying about him taking money away from this and that stuff like that. All to give the billionaires and the rich people a bigger tax break. Bullshit. That's not what it's about, and he knows it, and he's flat lying. And I'm just telling you, if you find the people who are guilty of abusing the system, the louder they yell.
Exactly.
Hopefully once they get through, like even just the Social Security thing, though, just the specific their Social Security, where those millions of people are that are no longer alive, but those checks are going somewhere. They ain't being returned.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can track and trace somehow where that money ended up, because I mean they've already been pulling millions of dollars back from like New York City and stuff for money that wasn't supposed to be sent out after Trump took office. They've already pulled it all back. So hopefully they can go there, and they're not going to be able to pull that money back necessarily, but hopefully they can find out where it went and act accordingly.
$3 or $4 million I house people in hotels for a long, long time. Just how many of them people were in fucking hotels?
Well, that's why in New York they said they were like hotels that were like $700 a night. Dude, I've never stayed in a hotel more than like $200 a night, and that was only for like 2 nights on like an anniversary, like a special event. You're paying $59 million to house just for housing. That's a lot of fucking expensive hotel rooms. That's a lot of goddamn hotel rooms.
I think they ought to just give every American $1 million, and drop charge it. Y'all live on that for a while, come to work. Everybody got them a nest egg. You don't show up at work, you lose your money. Because you give me $1 million, I'm working. I don't work no more after I get $1 million. Till that $1 million is gone, So I don't know, man. We got so many poor people in this world that are doing without, and you see these son of bitches here, eating ribeye and driving fancy cars. Their car would cost as equal to some people's house payments, and it's yeah, I can see the
I did.
socialist.
I did just have a steak and baked potato earlier. I made.
Yeah.
So,
I had I had the last of my chili with. No, I didn't. That was yesterday. I had hash browns and eggs and bacon, and then I got some other stuff I'm eating a little bit.
There is some good things that I have seen coming out. You guys were talking about it earlier. Hey, like federal workers have to go back to work, and then all the mass firings that have been going on, which or layoffs, whatever you want to call it. It was for probationary, so I want people to understand that because something they don't say a lot. They're just like they're firing federal workers. No, they're probationary. So like first 2 years, like they're not unleashed on their own, so to say. They're like being taught still and trained. So they're just like, we'll get rid of that's how jobs work.
And
If
I'm
you're
gonna
the
tell you,
newest one to your job and something happens, you're the first one probably to get laid off because they don't have that much investment in you yet. That's just how life works.
and I think if you study it, the people, the 75,000 people that took the 8 month payout, those are your productive people. They go, I get a 3 months, 3 months pay, and I can go
Fuck
get
yeah.
another. Now I got 2 months pay coming in.
Fuck yeah.
They're
I
not
would. I'll take. I'll take an 8 month
other people
buyout.
are trying to live off the pit. You know what I mean? No, don't take my what? Hattie phony baloney job. Don't take my phony baloney job away from me.
Yeah, I'll take that buyout any day.
Oh yeah.
Any fucking day. Even if they're like it's 75% of your pay, most of those were probably like 100,000 a year jobs. So you're still fucking gonna make 75K to do fucking nothing, basically, or whatever. So it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna take that shit. But
Yeah.
it was funny. You saw the maps of Washington D.C. about the. Now again, you can take this as what you want. It's analytics, so Google it can be influxed by different things. You saw those charts of like hiring criminal lawyers in Washington D.C. As soon as January 20th hit, it spiked like 100% to hire defense attorneys, like in case criminal action was taken against them.
Sugar bridges, they're going to pay for them just like they've been paying for the other ones. That's been on the tit for a long time. The money's no problem. We have a lot of money, although we are in debt. We still got checks we can write. We got plenty of checks.
Jesus.
But yeah, they just clipped off several $1 million worth of federal employees' commissions and bonuses and
several million. Oh, they probably nationwide they probably clipped off about 50, $60 million easy.
Billion, not
million. Billion. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's more probably like
so I'm just telling you, they'll come up with the money to pay less people for sure.
I'm making up another stream, so that's why I'm being quiet. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, Doge has a counter right now. It shows the national debt and how much Doge is saving.
I know.
At the same time. And I'm like, well, when the national debt starts going down and Doge is going up, then we'll have finally hit success.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it that way. But they're at like $115, $120 billion right now in potential cuts. Recommended cuts, basically. I mean, do we have to pay for $15 million to, where was it going? For circumcisions? Voluntary male circumcisions? Like $15 million? I mean, I can't even get Sam to go down to the free clinic for a $30 cut.
Hey, Art, what I think they're going to do is the top heads of most agencies, they're out of there, They'll find somebody to fill their job. The high seniority guys that are there, that show up and do their work, they'll probably keep their jobs because you can't. I mean, they've got to have somebody there with expertise. You know, but I just don't think our country has gone so far as to fire somebody. Well, he has a lot of liberal leaning messages on it, so we don't play that. But if you're definitely a hater of America, you're on the chopping block.
Well, that was like it was before they shut down. Well, they will shut down FEMA eventually, but they fired the 4 people from FEMA because they were like, after saying we're not doing this anymore, then they still processed another payment to New York for that $59 million. And they're like, you're out. You already broke a law, an executive order. You're out. That's the point. Don't fuck around anymore. Like you're being examined. You're gonna get rooted out. Kind of the main thing.
W's having problems getting up here, sis.
Why?
Walking through it.
Well, that's because he's being blocked by the FBI. He's on the watch. He's been on the watch list for a long time.
No. Cash.
Hey, so what's wrong, LW? Explain.
He's flaccid.
It's strange. I can do anything on EVMX when I try to join.
When I did it, I can't remember, but I don't.
I had 0 problems, so I don't know what's wrong with LW.
I got it the second time.
LW might be
Try
on
it
the spectrum.
again.
LW's on the spectrum. I think that's what it is.
Try again.
Maybe you have him blocked.
I don't fucking have him. Criminy sakes.
That would be funny though. It's like I can't get up there. What's wrong? It's like, oh shit, you're on the block list. Never mind.
Oh shit, I blocked him.
No. I agree with you too. But I think there's a lot of entitlement in a lot of the federal workers also. That the ones that wasn't even bother showing up for their job, still playing that COVID thing.
Yeah, which I mean, during the COVID thing, you kind of got it. Then the Democrats continued the lockdown on certain things, which was again stupid to me because I never had a lockdown. I was at work every fucking day.
Yeah.
I didn't wear a mask, and I didn't. Yeah.
We had some.
Mark was an essential.
Yeah, we had some minor layoffs, like 2 people, and there was 2 of us left, and we were spaced out. And then so if we went to the common area where the 5 people of us in the office, we were there 5 days a week because we were energy sector. So we were critical, crucial, whatever employees or whatever, exempt, so to say. But also in Texas, there wasn't really a lockdown. It was just at your discretion, kind of deal. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, the government employees that are still working at home.
Well,
and the hypocrisy then too is like they said, oh look, they looked into like some records of like the heads of agencies after Trump took office, and they were like remote work, and they're like, look at the hypocrisy. It's like, so heads of agencies aren't traveling to talk to people and deal with other offices and stuff. So hence why it says remote. Shut the fuck up. It's some of the dumbest things ever. Of course, a CEO or head of an agency is going to be traveling, so it'll say their work is remote. Shut up.
Right.
Or maybe they get back at like 1 a.m. and they get up at 6 a.m. and they're doing a meeting at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut up. Just shut up.
There's job projection by federal law, and on top of that, from the employee unions. So they're hard to get rid of. And Trump will find that out as the case goes through the courts.
I don't know. He's done nothing but win, win, win.
Yeah, so far
Hey, James.
he's basically won every little case against him, even by liberal judges. They've even stopped the injunctions against him.
They got targets on their back now. You follow the law now or the Constitution. Or
I'm sorry, federal employees, to my knowledge, don't have unions because they're federal fucking civilian employees. You can get fired whenever they want to fire you. Unless I don't know if that state. I'm assuming that states like Maryland and all that, and DC district are right to fire, right to hire, right to fire, right to work, whatever it is. You can get fired. Sorry.
What?
To my knowledge, I may be wrong.
What are you
Unless
talking
you're
about?
under a specific contract.
Well, the U.S. got some good lawyers in it. I'm sure he's gathered a bunch around him. That's why he is the original Teflon Don. And he was convicted by a crook. Everybody wants to throw his conviction up and stuff. He was convicted by a corrupt judge who's going to pay for that. Not in retribution, because he broke the law.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Song. There, right to work states exactly have zero right. So that's why I don't know what DC and Maryland is specifically in that area. But it's funny how he got convicted by changing the laws to convict him on past crimes up into felonies. Now they're suing the AG, Letitia James. They're suing all of them. They're like, y'all go fuck yourselves. And legally, rightfully suing them. Legally, like fully on point, legally, within obligation to sue them.
Can you imagine having the balls of a schlong big enough to tell a president of the United States, whether in office or out of office, that you're under a gag order, you can't defend yourself?
That's because they feel that they are above they are the anointed ones. And now he's president again. And now if he goes like, you're fucked because you did this. They're like, oh my God, you can't do that to us. Like, he's the fucking president. He can do what the fuck he wants. Within reason, obviously, within legal.
Donald J. Trump follows the law.
Yeah, within the legal limits, obviously.
If it's legal, he's in. It's just like the taxes for rich people. He said, hey, if you didn't want me to do that, then change the law.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of her donors out there use the same people. Why he held his taxes back because it was a trap. Now he set precedent on being able to look at everybody in government's taxes.
The thing he has to do now is he's done the executive orders. They're all getting kicked into action. What he now needs to do is strip. I think you could do an executive order to immediately amend this type of issue. Stop having 1,300-page bills going through Congress.
Yeah.
Make it line by line items, individual bills where everyone can sit there and read 2 pages and go, cool. Because when you're listening to like 20 handlers trying to describe what is in a 1,300-page bill, I don't think anyone can understand the full context of those bills. You need to do it that way. So you can do that. Then you need to push implementation of law through Congress, though, quickly about a lot of the executive stuff you've done so they can get passed quickly and become actual law. It's only been 3 weeks. I'm sure they've already been writing this shit up. Don't worry. Because, he already had... You think day one he went in and had 100 executive orders written that day? No, he had them pre-written for like 2 years. He'd been planning.
Trying to figure out how I stop this other. I guess it won't matter, but I accidentally did one of the. So, EVU Mux, you can only do 2 hours at a time. And so I had to make another notification for another EVU Mux for 2 hours. And I had put it in wrong because I didn't put it for 9 o'clock when this one will end. I put it for 9:27 or something. I wasn't paying attention. So I deleted that one, but it didn't delete it in YouTube. So, well.
No, it's 10:41 here. So.
Well,
You're in a fake time zone.
Yes, yes, yes.
I was born in that time zone, but you're in a fake time zone.
Right.
Mr. Duggar is in the outer space of time zones.
Art, that's one of the Art says, I'm not defending lawfare against Trump, but I have several employment contracts in my life. You limited conditions which you fire a contract employee. Very, very good. You're right. But the thing is, he did tell them that there was going to be a lowering of the ceiling of the max people that they're going to keep in these divisions. And he offered them a guaranteed 8 months.
Yes, he did.
If they take the buyout, and after that date ran out, it's uncertain.
Then with the probationary federal people, I don't know if they're under the same restriction because they're probationary. So again, I think these are very well looked at thoughts of where you say, hey, this is what we're going to do, take the buyout or you're fired. They didn't take it, so he can wipe them off. And probationary, they don't have the same contractual thing. I don't know. That way above my head. I was only military, I was just the dumb shit.
Well, let's see how many.
I have no idea.
Let's see how many people sue the government for their jobs back.
Well, they are bringing some people back. They fired a bunch of the nuclear people. They released them, and then they're bringing them most of them back because they went, hey, this is just the overlook of the system. We purged a little bit, but we do want you to stay on and come back and work. And most of them, they've all come back. And so like, okay, cool. Like they understood the system, like how the government works. Like it's just kind of like a purge of the system, so to say, or whatever. Again, I was only military, so I don't know how the civilian government workforce works. I wasn't privileged enough to get that sweet, high-paying, do-fuck-nothing type of job was. I wasn't privileged enough.
You're white? What do you mean?
I wasn't white enough. DEI had not been instigated. DEI had not been instigated at that point in the federal government agency, so I didn't get that privilege.
You did it wrong, Ben. You did it wrong.
I
you should have put a dress on. If you put dress and makeup on, you would have been at it.
DEI was not in place at that point. I was way ahead of my time.
Oh, I see. It won't let me delete
it. There's a lot of serious things going on in our country right now. I think a lot of it for the good. I think people have already just found out that you stop and think, Trump did everything he promised in the year 16 to 2020. Everything he promised in 16, he got accomplished. I think he left part of the wall down just to show everybody what the left was all about. I also think that he laid traps for them, much like the traps he led with the 8 months of pay for the people. Anybody worth their weight in snuff knows that's a great idea. Being able to go get another job and make 2 salaries. So he does everything he says, so they listen to him. They better take him serious.
Okay, Art.
Yeah, 8 months of pay. I'm sorry, that's
That's tremendous.
pretty that's generous. That is generous. But he's looking long term at how much money that could save. So 8 months is almost nothing.
Good
But
luck, Art.
like, yeah, Art. Like you said, I don't think he left the wall partially incomplete. I think it got screwed, and that's the first time something you see this time. First time he really, and he said it. He's like, I didn't know what to do or who to trust necessarily.
Yeah.
This time he's seen it, and this time you're seeing what could have been had he had known how the political system worked. And this time he's like, I ain't fucking around. That's why I said he's had this shit written out for 2 or 3 years.
He had his
The
training.
executive order. He knows how to get around almost everything possible, and
Right on,
he
big
is
mom.
full bore. And I love it. And I love it that I see swing state voters that change from Biden to Trump also going, we love it. Like, it's great. Like, he said he would do this. He's doing it. And love it. Like, finally, someone fucking taking action.
Well, a lot of stuff these guys, are running from. It's all allegedly until proven. You know, like Fauci, he's got a pardon. How do you get a pardon? You didn't do anything.
Don't even start on me with the 10-year pardons. The 10 previous year pardoning. Like, what in the? I mean, why do you have to be pardoned for 10 years?
I think I think what's going to happen, how it's going to play out, and this is just my own. It's not a conspiracy. It's just my own rambling, crazy old white man, crazy black man's point of view or thoughts. I think what they're going to do, they're going to bust and they're going to prove that the election was actually stolen, that Joe Biden was an illegal president. So everything that Biden did and put in effect, including the pardon, will blow up in their face. Because anything done is fraud. Boom, it's gone.
Or they missed. Now I don't know when did Fauci get into the office. I guess maybe he did something in 2013 that they don't remember or realize, and that also contributed to it, and they can get him for that.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to go put him up on the stand, and they're going to rely on his memory to fuck up and shake itself apart. Because you can tell that guy was lying, because he'd start shaking. When you seen they were over the target, that dude went to shaking like a dog shit in a peach seed.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that.
No, I think the main thing is that the Trump team has, and Big Don just said, Trump team has looked into a lot of this shit for the last 2 or 3 years.
Who is King Fool? Somebody, you need to talk. Backstage talk. Talk.
Maybe it's Mrs. Fools.
What's this King Fool? Talk to me. Fuck you. I'm not doing it until I know it's you.
Was that a fart? What is that?
Yeah, I think it's Fools. It's got to be Fools because I only gave him the thing, so it's got to be him. If you
It's Mrs. Fool because Mrs. Fools is the king.
Right.
He's the bitch.
Hey, I'm gonna take up for my client. He is the king. She is his queen.
But she fists him.
Well, that still makes her. She's the queen of Pistons. So
You guys, he's gonna leave if you're talking about fisting.
I don't give a shit. Fisting. Good luck, YouTube algorithm.
Yo.
And I'm waiting for dick pic to pop up.
No doubt.
I'm waiting for a dick.
I only gave links to people I know, so I mean, if they did, it's somebody I know, and then I will have to,
Whoop their ass.
wall them.
I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Right?
I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass.
That was a funny song. My aunt used to love that song. She always played it when somebody
All
made
right,
her
can you
mad.
hear me now?
Come on.
We can hear you.
Unfortunately.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Can you not add an avatar to this, or how does this thing work?
Yes, you can. So you go just like you would normally if you hit the three dots, I believe, on below, where your little picture is down below. If you hit that, you should be able to change your avatar right up there. It says change avatar.
Once you're on here, because I tried to do it beforehand, and then it was like, no, you can't do that.
Did you just wash your hair? You can't come up with your mug?
No, I will in a second. I was doing something.
He was trying to
You
get it all figured out.
getting
So
fisted?
you realize you're gonna figure all this out, and in about 15 minutes we're gonna swap to the next stream because remember, Evu Mux only lets us do 2 hours.
Sweet.
So,
There we go.
But it will let all the chat just go over to the new stream starting. I don't know if it'll just let us transfer over there or if I have to send you new links or what, but I guess we'll find out. I'm not real impressed with that idea.
Sorry to wreck your Black Panther party.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here we go.
We're good.
Just do that.
You know what's weird though is your mic you sound a little muffled. Like I think you would be pissed if I didn't tell you.
How about
Are you
now?
talking into a muff?
Talk.
It's like you need to get closer to your mic.
Yep. What's up? Can you hear me now?
Little low still, but tolerable.
I have no idea. I'm new to this.
It sounds muffled almost. You're all the way up.
I have no idea.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see? We can chat, like we can talk about others. Like you and I can talk about Mr. Duggars or Ben or people in the panel. Or chat. We can talk about them without anybody else seeing it. And you and Mr. Duggars can talk about people, and you and Ben can talk about people, and I won't see it and all that shit. That's kind of cool, huh?
I'm so confused.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just what's going on. Does that sound better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still low?
it does sound better. It's a little low,
How
but
about that?
it sounds better.
Better?
Yeah, I think it's better.
I mean, we can make it louder. I just didn't want to. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, hopping in, seeing what's up. Proceed.
Oh, you know, bitching about the world. That's what we do here.
We're just bitching about the world.
Yep.
Squirrel!
Squirrel!
So, what new is going on now? So did we see?
Oh, we was talking about, the old people that, you got Jesus Christ had a Social Security number. They gave him a check.
Millions of dollars, we might add.
Give money to a person that's 300-something years old, and a bunch of them over 160 and
Yes.
120 millions.
Yeah, that's insane. They had that much going on.
We had
Yeah.
400 million, over 400 million people over the age of 108. How many people 108 years met lately?
Right?
I knew of one. She died when she was 109.
Yeah, that's hard to imagine.
I knew one that was 108. That was it. And I took care of old people for 25 years, and my oldest one was 108.
She smoked 2 packs of Pall Malls her whole life.
Huh. I've never not heard him well, so this is new.
Yeah, you're not very loud. You don't have very much.
That's so...
Yeah, I don't know. Is that better?
It does sound like it's your mic, because it kind of cut out there for a minute.
How about that? Is that better?
There.
There it is. You're closer to your mic. That's my suggestion a while ago.
No, not really
No,
any
he
different.
isn't.
No. Is that better though? Did that fix
Yes,
it?
way better.
All right, there we go. All right. I just had to mess with settings. It was
Yep.
defaulting me. All right,
Yep.
cool.
There. Ta-da. I knew you'd mess with enough shit
I've
to
never
either fix
used
it or fuck it up.
Temu. I've never used Temu to stream before. I'm just figuring it out.
There you
This
go.
was fun.
Hey, this
Where
is
the
what
boys
Timu is all about.
You like our show? Where are the boys going? Now we got to go.
Hey, Mav. Yeah.
So yeah, I do think all that wasteful spending. Did you see where tonight they were actually talking about giving like a tax rebate? They're already going to that. I kind of wish they wouldn't do that and would just, put the
I know,
money
just hold on.
like let's just pay for some of this shit that we already owe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Let's get shit taken care of. We'll worry about that later. However,
I don't know. I could use a check.
Well, and I think there are quite a few people that are going, you know what? It would sure be nice to have, I know that there are people that are really struggling. So, especially in those areas that are really been hit bad for whatever disaster. Like whatever bills that you might have extra or whatever, if you have credit card bills or, you bought a, I don't know, fucking quad and you have money owed up left on it. And do you pay off that or do you spend that income tax money and just say, fuck it?
Spend it.
Spend it.
Everybody meet in Louisiana and let's go out of Venus on one of that giant head boat they got out there. Take us out there, catch a bunch of yellowfin. Wahoo! Big group of stuff.
I guess he's raised me right because I just like before we were together, I would have said the same thing you said. Yep, spend it. Let's go. I would have been all for it, but now,
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna make 66. Why not go for it?
I get it. I get
see
it.
y'all have reasons to live,
Mm-hmm.
but me, hey man, I'm on borrowed time, so go. Let's go. God bless my Lord. He gave me so many wonderful years, and I pissed a bunch of them away.
We froze for a minute.
Nah, I didn't snatch it.
No, Ma said we froze for a minute. That's weird. I haven't had any freezing, any glitches or anything with this, so I'm surprised.
Temu.
I love the fact that I can actually stream other videos and shit, though, and it's not glitching like it was before every time I tried to do it on StreamYard.
What's the video of today you have for us?
Well, I played the really short one because I didn't want to get Benny Johnson or the other guy pissed off at me, Nate the lawyer. Yeah. Nate the lawyer, I'd hate to have him send me a letter. So
he sues you.
Benny's a cool dude, man. I like Benny.
Yeah,
I like Benny.
If you can get Nate the lawyer to come have a beer with me in Houston here, since he lives in Houston.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, fuck you, Trumfuls. How's your asshole from getting fisted?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you missed that whole conversation then. You were getting fisted. We already discussed this earlier in the stream.
He's dreaming. You just...
I was not.
You were.
It's past tense. He was.
Ben's just dreaming. You have to ignore him.
I guess somebody's gonna take shots at me too. If he didn't take shots at me, I wouldn't even respect him.
I've met Mrs. Fools. She would probably fist him, and he would probably take
it.
Hey,
let's keep her out of that condition.
She'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch, and take it." He'd be like, "Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am."
You should drink faster, fools.
Yeah, I'm beginning to feel that way. Feel like I'm behind at this point.
I feel like you are too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Catching up.
Smoke. Welcome.
There's some background you need to cover there, son. But I don't know.
So what is it you have with this new streaming thing? You have like what you can stream for 2 hours and you have to turn it off?
I have to. I don't have to turn it off. It shuts down. I mean, it's like they don't even give you like a flash or nothing. It's just gone. Actually, it emails me something saying your stream's gonna shut down in a half hour, and then it'll tell me like 5 minutes before or something that it's gonna shut down. But only in an email. It doesn't tell me on here. It just shuts down.
It's it's the free version too, huh?
It is. It is.
Yeah,
Call me
yeah.
cheap.
Well, no, that's fair. That's what they do. I mean,
Yeah.
they limit you on shit because there's another good one, and the free one has a time limit too.
There's another one that I already that I got ready so that I can start it as soon as this one ends. It'll take everybody over to chat. I had it redirected, so it'll redirect over there. But I don't know if it'll take us over there. I might have to email out links again. I don't know if it'll send us over there. So we'll see when this happens.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
reaching
you'll
the
have-
limit.
Yeah.
That's sort
telling
of
me.
like back in the day. You'd call it collect on the phone, and you'd say, "I'm okay. I made it here," or "Pick me up at 12," and well, pick me up at 12. This is pick me up at 12. Because they give you that few seconds. They say your name when you do it, and then you send them a little quick, fast talk message, and they come pick you up, and they didn't have to accept the charges. So that's sort of like with this channel here. You got to set up and be ready for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
Well,
cool.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start that other stream, though.
I would think you would have to because it'll end this one because that's going to be like a different address, wouldn't it?
Well, I think it'll take me. No, I redirected it, so it'll take chat over there, but I don't know if it'll take us over there because I haven't started the stream, and I can't. It says I can't start it until I close down all of them, all the others that I have open.
Yeah, because LW says it'll take you all, but it's like no, it's not an automatic transfer.
Right, only the chat will be.
Yeah, it's like
So we'll see what it does here. Sell
Okay.
one of them planes and go back to StreamYard. Yeah.
It don't make no sense that this company would do it that way because, I mean, for a little bit of discomfort, you can go on 8-10 hours a night on it, right?
Well,
But in 2 hour increments.
right, but you only get like 30 hours for the month too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. And StreamYard's free version, you only get like 20 hours for the month.
LW, you don't even stream, so shut the fuck up.
He has streamed, and he's used
Barely.
Evu Mux.
Yeah, barely though.
Well, he knows about Evu Mux.
Well, I'm so happy for him.
Dude,
He knows
dude,
something.
man, why are you so hateful tonight? That's not good for summer, bro.
I'm tired.
Are you on your period?
I know. That's what I was about to say.
You
Yeah,
poor man,
yeah,
Benny.
but wow, way to try to mansplain hate speech towards women, you bitches.
We're going to start
You
calling him
biggest-
Benina.
You bigot.
Benina. Are you on your period?
Been eating,
Are you on your monthly?
I'm tired. Leave me alone. Stop harassing me. Oh, shit.
Is Flo here for a visit?
It's a heavy flow day. Okay.
Aunt Flo, is she here? My mom would literally smack me side the head if she heard me say that. My mom's name was Flo, mind you. She'd be pissed. Okay. Aunt Flo arrived. Yeah, Ben. Aunt Flo has arrived for him. Okay, Ben, take a break and go play in the street? Question mark. Ooh. Now you got LW being hateful. Look at what your hatefulness is doing, Ben.
I know. They're all bigots. They're all fucking angry at gay people.
Okay, I'm really curious as to what's going to go on here.
He's playing his gay card.
Someone has to do something.
Hey, your racism card.
Okay, get ready. We got like
30,
4,
29, 28, 27.
Here we go.
Ben's gay card has even been over.
My gay card is gay as shit. I will pull up all the stuff. if I have to.
Okay. He's leaking mangina, right, Pesky?
Wait. Here we go.
Here we
6,
go. Here we
5,
go.
4, 3,
Let's see what happens.
2, 1. Goodbye, world.
Go to the other stream if it doesn't work.
Simply go live with us.
Oh, it says we're still live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold tight.
Just like-
It's gonna go. It's gonna
just
go.
just like at what is that?
Or maybe it's just gonna send
The
us
year
over to
2000, everybody got ready for everything to go crazy.
All
right,
right.
Outlaw Part
Oh,
2. Okay, let's see.
We're still live
We're still
here. so-
live.
Yeah.
Hello, what up, Bubs?
There wasn't
He's
even a
just gonna
blip.
redirect
It was
us.
just like,
Good to see you.
Right? Do you think it went straight
You
to
went
the other
Tom.
one?
No, I'm looking at the other one on the screen.
Okay.
It's still live. But so we're not live anymore. So check this out. I heard this really good joke today. So
No, it says end of the broadcast. It has not ended. God damn it, fools. Fuck. I knew the next thing that was coming out of your mouth. And it's, yeah. I knew what it was going to be, too. I just knew it.